Nigeria's education sector has seen remarkable expansion from independence, which the president said we've moved from 120 secondary schools and 2 tertiary institutions, which was what was obtainable in the 1960s. But now the country boasts over 23,000 secondary schools and more than 270 universities. You say that is growth. Right. The growth has widened access for millions of young Nigerians, yet challenges of poor funding, dilapidated infrastructure, overcrowded classrooms, and frequent strikes have left quality in the questions. Experts argue that unless Nigeria shifts from merely expanding numbers to improving standards, the promise of education as a driver of national progress will remain unfulfilled. Now, when you look at this, right, Nigeria has expanded massively, right, in terms of schools and university. When you look at the figure from having 2 universities in the 1960s to how much we have now, right? But why has this not translated in real time, you know, to jobs, especially for the youths?
Well, you could remember when, at least when we were little,
right,
people that went to school that time used to get jobs. People had opportunities, and we also heard that time that before our own time, before our own generation,
right,
people that went to school in 1940s, 1950s, and 60s, that the government was begging them to take up jobs.
Right.
Now it's not like that. We have to acknowledge that it's as a result of the growing population of Nigerians.
Okay.
So we have more people looking for jobs than the jobs themselves. But now since our educational system,
right,
has expanded, since we have built a lot of schools, why are we not creating something from the knowledge they are giving to us? That means it's from the knowledge, the kind of education the people are getting. If you give people good education, they will use it to create something.
All right.
So the system is not. If you look at how they are teaching in schools, you see that nothing is there. They are not teaching you the main thing you are supposed to know. They are just theory. Everything is theory. And when we talk about theory, what we mean is just explanation,
right,
definitions and explanation. Finish. Is there any other thing they are teaching us? We need the practical aspect of anything you are teaching us. If you are teaching us business, give us the practical aspect of it. Or allow people that have been in that field to come and teach the practical aspect of it, even though you are teaching the theoretical aspect. If you look at how America is run, every school, every university in America always recruits somebody that has retired from politics, somebody that has retired from the corporate sector. Do you understand? Recently I read an article where an article that said the former Vice President of America, Mike Pence, had been hired by a school to teach policy making in the Department of Government and Policy Making, to come and teach policies, how to make international policies, foreign policies. So they believe that while he was working as a VP to Donald Trump in his first term, he got knowledge, he got experience. And that's how it is in other departments, like business. They will always go for people that have retired from banks. This person has experience. Come and teach us. But here we allow experienced people to just waste like that. Their knowledge to waste like that. That is not how it is supposed to be. We need the practical experience of that thing you are teaching. If you are teaching computing, we need people that are computer engineers that are doing it,
in the field.
that are doing it.
Right.
Come and teach us. Come and demonstrate it so that our students can learn.
So you think that if we draw the line between technical knowledge, and
Yes.
from when you look at it from academia, usually
Yeah.
it's usually the theoretical knowledge people
Yes,
have.
yes.
Right. But now we're hoping to get to see more practical knowledge, and if that is implemented, we'll have a better shift in education as
That
regards
is how it is.
line of work for youths, especially.
If you do it that way, you see this, everybody will now know that this thing you are teaching is realistic. It can be done out there. You are teaching me business administration. I should be able, it's not just to manage someone's business. I should be able to create a business. If you are teaching me something like physics, I should be able to think something from physics. I should be able to create something. People like Elon Musk, was it not physics that helped them? He read physics, and he was able to use the knowledge he got from physics to think of building a space company,
Right.
SpaceX today.
Now, when you look at this, overview by the president, do you think the government has been focused on expansion over quality?
Yeah, yes.
Right, like creating greater systems that produces quantity without value. But put into hindsight also that ASU is about to go on strike again.
Yes.
Right, that is going to affect the students again. Some people have spent for a 4-5 year course. Some people have spent up to 7-8 years in the past just trying to get a single degree. Do you think that we have valued the quantity in the increment from 2 universities to 270 over the quality of the education being given?
Yeah, it's good to build schools.
Okay.
But the focus should be in what those schools are teaching. What are they teaching? What are they going to teach? We are still using, this is how I've seen it. I've been in the system. We are still using old curricula. The old scheme set by colonialists, and the ones set by our forefathers who took over from colonialists.
Oh, in this regime, actually, the curricula was reviewed and a lot of other things. were
I know that they have
Right.
removed some things and others, and a lot of things like history. They have made history. I heard that they have made history compulsory.
Right,
They have
even
made,
AI.
AI,
Yes.
and civic education, which has been there for a few years now. We still need to focus on practical aspect of what we are teaching. I've always said it. The practical aspect of what you are teaching is very, very important. Anybody that is studying mechanical engineering, he should look for a particular area of mechanical engineering and get practical training on that. If he's a mechanic, send the person to a mechanic shop to go and learn how to repair automobile, how to do other. From there, you can get higher knowledge, additional knowledge to help himself. Anybody that is studying computing or computer science, the person should be sent to something like a cyber cafe or a company or a technology company. Something like Facebook, Google, they have offices here.
The funny thing is almost every company now uses one form of technology.
But there are some companies that are core technology companies.
Right.
You send them there to learn software development. You are teaching it in school, but how to go about it, the rudiments, the practical aspect of it, you don't do it. Some people don't. Do you know that in Nigeria, there are some people that study computer science that cannot operate a computer. They have to go to a cyber cafe or a computer institute to learn computer operations.
Do you think that is because of lack of tools as opposed to lack of technical know-how?
Now,
because I did have a show here I think last month, where a lecturer was out there teaching code, was teaching software development, but he was writing the code on the board. Now, for me, for a person that has actually learned how to code, right? you want to be seeing the reflection of what you're coding on another screen just as you put in the code.
Yes.
But if a code is written down for you, a code is a programming language,
yes.
right? Looking at the code, you might not even understand what it means if you're not putting it into practice. Now, that's what I'm asking. Do you think this stems from a place of technical know-how as opposed to the fact that even it's possible that the lecturer writing this code is probably, you know, he could be a tech wizard. He could be very brilliant in an office, right? But for the students that are trying to get the skill sets from the lecture, do you think that it is a lack of tools to practice with as opposed to a lack of technical know-how by the teacher?
Even as we try to question the way they are teaching, we need to acknowledge the fact that they are not funded well. Schools are not funded well in terms of infrastructure, in terms of manpower.
But tools have we've had the TED fund, we've had the NEL fund, we've had all of this sort of funding.
We have had them, but are you seeing the impact? The impact is not there. So if they can have, if a school can be well equipped, every school in Nigeria should be well equipped to teach the practical aspects, and then we should make sure that people that are into that business, people that are using, that are into that field in the corporate sector should come and teach the business aspect of it. How can I use my knowledge to start a business?
Not waiting for a job when I'm done with school.
How can I use my computer knowledge to start a business when I graduate? How can I use my economics business or political science economics knowledge or political science knowledge to start a company? I was speaking with a family friend, was it last year? I was speaking with him. He just finished his master's in UK.
Okay.
He said he was looking for a job, that he didn't have money. I said, you're looking for a job. Why can't you start a company? He said, what do I have to? I want to work. I said, you can actually use your knowledge to start a company. Look at some companies. I mentioned some companies in UK there that are into economic analysis. They analyze economic policies, and government politicians come to them, pay, subscribe. You have, you can start a political campaign company. You do political ads, political advice, political counseling, and all the rest of them. People that are into politics will come and pay. That is how to do it. So, if we can use the knowledge we have in this country, if somebody can come and teach us how we can use that knowledge to start a company, you see that once we graduate, once we finish the program, the next thing that will come to your mind is not looking for a job, is to start a company. Now, but working is not a bad thing. But to have a target, why are you working? If you don't have money to start your business, you can now say, okay, let me work and get money. Or let me work and get more experience. But to say, let me work and make money, you can't make that. The money is not there. The money is not in working. The money is in creating. If you create something, you will make money.